Today, being the 2nd of September, made it exactly 1 month that I lost my dad. This is the pain I don't even wish for my worst enemy. Uh, but at this point, it is what it is. I just have to accept the reality. I have been trying a lot of things just so I get it off my mind. But like I said, I just have to accept the reality. I told myself, this is what it is. He's dead, he's dead. There is nothing you can do about this. I asked God a lot of questions. I asked and asked with no reply. And I told myself that I wouldn't want what happened on my mom's burial to repeat itself again. I remember when I lost my mom, I didn't accept it. Like, when they told me my mom was dead, I didn't accept it. I was telling myself that she's not dead, she's not dead, she's not dead. That it can never be true. I don't know if it's, I'll call it being childish then, but I never wanted to accept it. I keep telling myself that she's not dead, she's not dead, she's not dead, and that she will wake up on that day of her burial. I remember standing there, looking after the pastor have preached, trying to put her in the grave. I wasn't like, oh you get up. She didn't get up till date that I'm filming this video. I almost left, not me. My enemy almost left that day. So hence why this period I told myself you have to start accepting it. Like, you have to accept it on time. I wouldn't want to be too harsh on myself like that. It's a pain I will forever feel. Yeah, but the earlier I accept it, the better for me. I know myself very well. I'm someone that likes being happy. I don't like when things bother me because I kind of overthink things. I kind of overthink things. Not kind of, I overthink things. Things get to me very well. Hence why I don't like associating myself with anything that has to do with negative energy. I like being happy. If there is a way I can avoid being sad, I always do. People close to me know. I hardly make friends. I hardly put people in my heart. Because if things didn't go the way I plan, it breaks me down emotionally, mentally, physically, everything. I don't know why I'm shaking. So, this is me coming to tell you guys that I lost my dad. I'm officially an orphan now. Did I just say this? Do I ever believe a day like this will ever come? That I will sit down and tell the world that I'm an orphan. This is something, this is a pain I never wish to my worst enemy. But it happened to me. It happened to Divine. I've asked God so many questions. Why must it be me? Or why this time? I don't really have friends, but family is one thing that really, really matters to me a lot. I like family. I don't joke with family. Sorry guys, my emotions might be all over the place, but please bear with me. I have so many things planned out this year. I plan to go to my village this December. I intentionally kept it on December so that people that I know will be back for Xmas period. If you know Igbo land, you will know we always come home during Christmas. I've planned so many things. How I'll introduce my dad, my family members to you guys. So yeah, but life happens. Even though God told me that He said divine, or I know the thought I have for you, the thought of good and not of evil. He also made it clear in the book of Isaiah. He said, divine, I have made you. I will carry you. I will sustain you. And I will rescue you. So, I don't know. I don't know the reason God made this happen. I have a lot of things planned out this year. My personal life, marriage and all of that. Yeah. But unfortunately, my dad won't be, won't be there on my special day. Yeah. I told God, if it is good to you, it is also good to me as well. But there is one particular word that someone told me that, kind of keep me going. She said, in divine favor, you are the one, you and your brothers and sisters are the one to bury your dad, not your dad burying you people. Which I get. My dad is in his late 80s, if I'm not mistaken. I get where she's coming from, but at the same time, must it be now? Must it be now? Secondly, must must it be the way he died? Yeah. I've asked questions, and when I mean asking questions, I've asked my God, the whole universe. I keep asking every day. I also have to film this video. You guys, I came out to a park, so you might be hearing some noises. Please ignore. Currently, I'm not an outgoing person, but I've just been trying to go out, just kind of get it off my head. In fact, I started doing a lot of things. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you will know I'm not really that real meme kind of creator, but I started doing so many things. I even opened a channel recently. I don't even know what I'm doing there, but I just want to sit down, be talking, like just to while away time. I try to distract myself from anything that will make me, like anything that will make me be lonely and not doing anything. I try as much as possible to stop that. As someone who doesn't like going out to where many people are, I find myself these days going out just to cope, doing a lot of things. I can tell you for sure that the only time I sit down and reflect on life in general is when I'm in church. If you don't know, I'm a deeper life person, and it's not like winners or any other church that do hot praises and worship. So our church is more like sit and read the hymn and yeah, and some preaching, which make me to sit at a particular spot for a long time. I stopped going to church just for my mental health because I noticed that anytime I go, I sit down. The pastor is preaching, but I can't relate. I can't relate. I just sit at a particular place and my mind is flashing to so many things. Things I won't even remember if I'm at home trying to take off my. I can be at home watching movie. I'll be. I won't know. Before you know it, 2 hours, 3 hours, and the day will be off. The day will be gone. But when I go to church, I sit down. My mind is not there. I may be listening, but I'm crying like, and it doesn't make sense if I go to church. Plug in earpod just to listen to music. Just if I were watching movie, I better start at home. Some of you guys I talk with on Instagram kind of notice. Maybe I sent you a voice note. You are like, your voice is somehow. So I just have to let them know that I lost my dad. Uh, they will feel emotional. They will be like, what happened? Hope this sick. I'll just say yes, 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 because I don't want to go into deep conversations. This is me trying to, explain it once and for all and get over with it. I don't want any conversations or whatever. Yeah, I lost my dad. The way he died is what is still keeping me in shock anytime I remember it. Like, it shatters my heart. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Till now, it's I still don't want to believe it. And I keep telling myself, Divine, this is your reality now. You just have to accept it to avoid me compiling and compiling and bust. He was not sick. If you know my dad, you know he's a very strong man. When I mean strong, emphasize on strong. Very strong man. What actually happened on the 2nd of August? That was the day I attended the Igbo show in Benin City. I've uploaded the video here on my channel. We went as usual. I was happy. I engaged in the show. Went home happily without knowing that the worst is about to hit me. Around 5 a.m., I got to the house that day after the show by 2, 3, and I slept off. I don't know what waked me up. That was so unusual, even though since I came back to Nigeria, there is a specific time I do wake up. Once that time reached, I must wake up. But this particular one was so unusual. I waked up to go and pee. And yeah, after peeing, like let me check my phone. I was seeing missed calls. 5 a.m. See missed calls, 20 missed call from my sister in Lagos. A missed call from my sister back in the village. Missed calls upon missed calls. I'm like, what happened? I called back. All I was hearing is that, first of all, my sister in Lagos told me that there is a fire accident. I'm like, fire accident, how? It didn't actually dawn on me that as at that point my dad is already dead. So immediately I had fire accident. I called the call. I tried to reach my sister that is in the east. It's my dad. I tried reaching her. When I got her on the phone, she told me that my dad is dead. They they are trying to go to our house to bury him. That was a shock of my life. I remember when I came back to Nigeria, told my dad, some of my siblings or even some of our family members in the village did not know that I'm back to Nigeria. But I called my dad I told him. He told me by himself that I shouldn't come back now because of the insecurity in the East and all of that. That I should wait till Christmas, which is our normal time of coming back to the village. That I should wait till Christmas when my brother's siblings will be back as well, so that I will see people around just in case of anything. He told me, don't tell anybody you are back, which I told him, of course I'm aware. You too, don't tell anybody. He said, trust me on that. I wouldn't. I'm the only one who knows that you are back. We just said, we talk all the time. Only, only for Michael not to wait for me anymore to be back. He left. Well, I started asking questions. How did fire happen? If I can, I will put videos for you guys to see. So, according to the information gathered, they said the fire started by, because my sister said before they could reach her, it was around 2 in the midnight. So it's like the fire started, I think 12 or 1, and it started in the room my dad was. So basically, we are currently building a house for my dad. So because of that, we have to put him on a rented apartment that he's currently staying. And the rented apartment comes with 8 flats. He's staying in the first flat while others follows. But apparently, the whole building was burnt. What caused the fire, we don't know. And I don't care to know because it won't bring my dad alive. That is the most important thing. So I try as much as possible to avoid those conversations. Even in our family group, my siblings were like, they will go, they want to know what caused the fire, they will follow up the case. But I'm like, I have to exist the group at some point. I don't want to be having constant, I'm trying to cope, I'm trying to survive. I don't want conversations that will be. I don't want conversations that has to do with my dad. My dad, as long as it will bring him alive, I don't want. I don't want. Had it been Michael is alive, he would be the one to tell me, 7-1. Oh, yes, go one. Okay, yeah, better. The quick answer when, but as long as he is not alive to tell me this story, I don't want to know. I don't want to go and check what I don't want. Because at the end of the day, it will bring him back, and that's the only thing I'm asking for. If it can't, what else am I looking for? Yeah, till date, we don't know what caused the fire. According to evidences, the fire started from his room. If it is gas, if he was cooking and forget to on it off it, I don't know. But it started from the room. Remember, it was midnight. Everybody has gone to bed. So, in fact, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Bottom line is that it was a fire accident. The whole building was burned down, but the fire started from the small house. So before other neighbors could come out, nobody from that house picked out anything. Yeah. So when everybody started seeing smoke, they have to rush out. So basically, because it's a two two bedroom that we rented for our dad, our first son, his wife, and his son is staying in one room while my dad is staying in the other room. So according to our first son, he said he was sleeping with his wife and his son. Then his wife woke him up and was like, smoke is everywhere. So when they rushed outside, they saw that the smoke is coming from my dad's side. They tried to open my dad's door and it was locked. Another thing, you see that iron door? That iron door is very bad. It's not for security. Why are we putting iron door in our house? It's not for security. Why are we using iron door in Nigeria? Eh? That iron door, once there is a fire, it used to cock. It can't open easily. It can't open easily. When our first son noticed the fire, they tried to open the door. No way. Tried to open the door, and hence why I suspected it's a gas fire because it was very fast. He said by the time they could get up, his wife woke him up that even their son that is still a baby was coughing like non-stop. No, the smoke was too much. Like when I mean the smoke was extraordinary. So they started raising an alarm, other neighbors rushed out, and within a second the fire was spreading boom boom. So if not for our first son's wife, that's my sister-in-law, that waked up and waked our first son, it could have burned them and continue burning till it gets to the other fly. And what is paining me more was that there was a time I almost lost my dad. He was very sick. When I mean sick, he was very sick. Like the sickness, I thought he would even die. We spent money in teaching hospital on Navy. He was on oxygen back to back. And you know what oxygen is in Nigeria. But he was on it 24 hours every day, bed, everything. He spent not less than half a year in the hospital. And when I mean half a year, not just lying down and paying for bed, he was on constant treatment, millions. When I mean millions of naira, that was when I thought my dad would die. Now, how come is someone that is inside his house sleeping? I remember so many things my dad told me to buy for him, and I said, no, I will not buy it for you. Things like, if you know Newi very well, you will know that even if you have motor, you don't have bike. It's like you have not started. So, bike is one of the things we value so much. In fact, you to see a very good machine, you have to budget around 1 million, 1.5, 2 million to get a very good machine. I could remember my dad telling me to buy for him machine. I told him no, even though I have machine in that east, but I remove it from his house. Unlike me, anything I have, I used to hand it over to my dad. But you see that machine, I have one for myself. I went and keep it in another people's house. No, so I will make sure my dad did not drive that bike. Because in my mind, he just recovered. He's sick. He can't be riding bike. Something might knock him down. Motors, the way they drive recklessly. That was what was stuck up in my brain. That my dad might get injured or have accident while driving that bike. That's why I told him no. I was avoiding anything that would make him not last for me. Not knowing that he won't even. It won't be all those things. I made sure he's comfortable. I made sure I placed him on monthly salary, even though I did not eat. I will make sure my dad don't lack anything. I made sure just for him to be at home, feel relaxed. I didn't want any skipping. I didn't want any story. But yeah, God did. Yeah, I don't want to give credit to the devil. I don't want to say it's the devil. God knew. From the very first day he molded Michael in his mother's womb, he knew a day like this will come, and he let it happen. Who am I to question you, God? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? A minute silence for my dad. May your soul continue to rest in peace. Like I said, what hurts me the most is not the death, but how he died. Our first son said that when he came out, he noticed the fire. He started calling him, Papa, Papa, Papa. Opening the door, it was not opening. He knew it's gone. Yeah, he knew it's gone. But What pains me the most was that when they finally opened that place, he was not on his bed. Right, even if the bed burned to ashes, he could have been in the position of where his bed is, but he is. They found him on the door. Yeah, so he knew the fire started. He got up, right? Probably he was calling for help or something, but maybe because he's night, nobody heard. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to overthink it. I do overthink things where I don't want. I try to comprehend what was happening. If he called out for help, because I know my dad. I keep saying this. I know my dad. He will call for help. But I feel like I said, it's like it's a gas fire. Gas always do boom. So, like I was saying, they found him near the door. So he knew the fire started. So he got up. Or he couldn't open the door. And the fire burnt him there. Yeah. I wouldn't be putting his pictures. Yeah, but just knew that we just gathered the ones we can gather and we buried him immediately, even though I did not travel for that. But I'll definitely be going for the burial. Yeah, I'm trying to imagine my dad. The pain alone, I could have preferred if he is not aware and the fire just boom and killed him while he's on bed. He's not aware, but he was actually aware. The pain he felt, feeling the fire till burnt you to death. Oh, Freddy. I couldn't see him apart from video calls we usually do. Please put me in your prayers. I pray God gives me the strength. I try, believe me. I've been trying. I've been trying to remove this out of my brain, but I can't. No matter how I try to be happy, you guys, even in some of my videos, I try to be happy, let some things go. But anytime I'm still alone, it still stuck me. Like it still hits me that, yeah, it is what it is. Thank you guys so much. Even though I didn't make it public all this while. For those who checked up on me on Instagram, always calling me, there is this sweet subscriber. God will bless you for me. This woman is such a sweet soul. God, she have been there for me all this while. She even she even sent me money to go out at least, But I told her I will to go out. She even told me she would skip work a day just for us to just go out, which I refused. She has already done enough. Thank you guys so much. I won't be able to mention everybody, but you know yourself. Thanks for the constant checking up. Thanks for the calls. I promise you, I'm okay. I'll be fine. Just yeah, give me time. I'll be okay. I've already gone far. If someone tell me that in a month I will be this okay, I will not believe. I know myself. I know myself. I know myself. I know what I went through during my mom's time, academic wise, everything. And another thing, oh God, everything is just happening at once. I have my NCA exam. Today is 2nd of September. I have an exam on the 4th. Did I read for that exam? Yes. Did I know what I read? No. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not emotionally, mentally, like everything. I'm not, but I know God will see me through. I don't know how I will write that exam. I've reached out to the I've reached out to the school authority, telling them to help me message the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority if there is a way they can shift the date for me so I can be more mentally stable. Going to Lagos to write that exam is a lot. Transport, everything, like emotions. I'm not mentally fit for that. A whole lot happened in August, but God knows the best. Like I said, I'm yet to get a reply from the school authority, but I know my God will never fail me. He said in the book of Psalms, as long as you love me, as long as you honor my name, I'll be there. Just call upon me in the days of trouble, and I will be there to answer you. He has never failed me for one day, and I know He won't. Growing up, I used to hear about fire incidents, people giving testimonies, people saying that they even bought kerosene and was pouring inside their generator, but God saved them. You know, I've heard testimonies of someone who put something in the gas, then went to work, but he was at work, he wasn't comfortable. Something keeps pushing him, go home, go home. He went home and saw that the house is about to even catch fire. But it was God who pushed him from his workplace to go home to avoid that incident. Then I asked God, why is my dad's own not the same? Even if he put something on fire, which I'm not sure. But like I said, I can't tell what happened. Even if he put something, is there not a way you can quench that fire for me or wake somebody, or in fact let that gas finish during the time you want burn, may e just finish, or wake somebody, make they see the thing as e take dey start, or even as he wake up to open the door, do magic. I know iron door dey conk, but it could have opened. You know, I have so many questions in my mind, so many questions that I don't have answers to. Yeah, I've questioned God, and I've gotten to that point where I just have to say, who am I to question you? If it is your wish, let it be. Yeah, I believe I have voice out. I promise you guys, I'm fine. I'm fine. Fine. It will only get better. That is all I can say for now.